on this card, she's gonna add 20 years of positive history on your credit, right? I'm telling you, tell your auntie I'm gonna name my fourth child after you, right? 20 years here, 20 years here. So literally, the 12 years plus 20 is 32 years. 32 divided by 3, your average age of file moves from 6 years to over 10 years by your aunt adding you to that 20-year card, right? And because she keeps it between 1 and 10%, it helps here. So a good authorized user account comes with 80% of your score. It can change the game for you. Now, authorized user accounts, basically what it means is your auntie would call her credit card company and say, I want to add, my niece onto this card. This is her name, this is her social security number, this is her birthday. A card will come to your aunt's house with your name on it. Tell your aunt to cut the card up. Hear me out, heard me? Tell your aunt to cut the card up, right? You want to tell your aunt, I don't want to use your credit. I just want this beautiful credit to show up on my credit report. So don't worry, I won't use your credit. Now the other reason why you want to tell your aunt to cut it up is because anytime that card is used, right? So the card that goes to your aunt's house with your name on it. Let's say your aunt just takes that card and buys gas with it. 1 tank of gas, right? If anything ever happens, right? Your aunt gets mad at you and says, I don't like you no more, Benita, whatever, right? And she charges that card up and then bank, closes card or closes collection because that $20 charge in your name was on that card, you're now responsible for any debt of that card. So cut it up, you can always say, I didn't know nothing about that. Please take this off my credit, right? I've helped so many people. And I've seen so many people suffer because they were adding us on someone's card and now they're responsible for that debt, okay? So you want to look at authorized users as temporary cards, okay? It's not a long-term thing. It's not like your aunt's going to add you to that and then for the next 10 years you have a good credit, right? It's a temporary thing because let's say Christmas comes around and your aunt wants to use this card. You want your aunt to understand that you're trying to buy a house. And if she needs to use this card, then please remove me from this card before you max out this card. Because if she maxes out this card, that's going to affect your credit. If she gets a late payment on this card, it's going to affect your credit. So you guys have to be, you have to know, she has to know your goals, right? And has to know to take you off if anything's about to happen, right? So authorized user accounts are really good, but please remember they're temporary. When we get on a good one, we do a lot of stuff. We buy houses, we buy cars, we get other cards for our own name, and then we get off of their card because we need to build our own credit. Because the last thing you want is to be having your aunt's card as a crutch, and as soon as you're off of it, your scores go back down and they stay down. Did I explain that well? Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's how